Hey everybody, welcome to the Dice Tower. I'm Wendy Yi.
I'm Chris Yi.
And today we're going to be reviewing Destinies, the Myth and Folklore expansion. This is the second expansion to come out, and they recently released it on the app.
Yeah, so if you backed it on Kickstarter or you pre-ordered on the website, you might have gotten the physical box before the scenarios were in the app. They're been in the app now, so we've played them. We've both really enjoyed Destinies. This was actually your Game of the Year 2021.
It was.
So we have high hopes going into another box. I'm going to go ahead and show you what's inside of it. And I literally mean that. This is not even going to be an overview of the game. It's mostly going to be an unboxing video because that's what's in there. It's just a little bit more stuff. Here's an extremely brief overview of what comes inside the box of Destiny's Myth and Folklore expansion because done. That's about it. There's a couple new miniature figures. I mean, there's some really interesting ones here. One of the larger scale ones here. A couple of gargoyle-looking critters. Woo-woo. And then, let's see, this is another one of those medium-sized ones here. Mermaid along the rock. Of course, the big guy right here. Big gargoyle. And then, of course, some of the other smaller ones. It comes with new map cards, which it's a little bit more green. So it's just another deck of map cards. There are 3 scenarios, so there are 9 characters, 3 per scenario that you'll be playing through. And then new item cards. And that's everything that comes in the box. I've even looked under the insert to make sure that there's nothing that I'm terribly missing. But it's just more of the same. It's just 3 scenarios. It comes in its own box. This could fit all in the base game, even with the Sea of Sand expansion, if not for the giant figures here. So we'll try to figure that out. So you saw that's what comes in the box, and it's just 3 more scenarios, and it's just some more miniatures, more cards, characters, and some maps. There's not even a rule book that comes in the box. That's on purpose. They did clarify. Yeah. Because there's no new mechanical additions really to this game. Yeah.
The cards are just new locations for the new expansions, for the new stories.
Yeah, the new 3 new characters per scenario, so there's 9 of them in there. And then, some new item cards, and I liked the item cards. I thought some of those additions were fun, and some of them were fun because of story reasons. Some of them were really fun because of mechanism reasons. Just
some of them were weird because of mechanism reasons.
Yeah, that's fair. A lot more of like trading. It felt like a lot more of like trading some bumps up the tracks for bumps up other tracks and like those types of things.
Yeah.
A little more manipulation.
There was a little bit of like, if you delve into dark magic, you have to take some more painful stuff. And so, I don't know, it was very interesting. Yeah.
It is myth and folklore. The Destinies in general takes place in basically kind of a Christian mythology for the most part. Do you like the setting of this particular box?
I do. This one I feel like is the most fantastical out of them all, which I guess that's what myths and folklore are, right? They're pretty fantasy.
Yeah.
But I think out of all 3 boxes that we've played, this has the best stories and the most concise games. So I would rate this as the best out of the 3.
I think so. I think I'd agree.
I think that hands down, this is my favorite.
The Sea of Sand one was a little bit more sprawling and it could be a little lengthier. This one I felt like the scenarios were a little quicker to get to some exciting moments. I feel like the mythology that they build up, the story that they build up, invests me more into the characters.
Yeah.
And so I really loved seeing the finale arcs. And there were multiple games where it came down to, we were both in the finale at the same time, just trying to edge each other out. And I really wanted to see both finales. And so this is another one.
Yeah, I wish that there was a way almost that you could do that and be like, no, just kidding, I take it back, I won.
Well, this is one that I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a break from a few months and I'm going to come back to it, forgetting more of the details of it. I'm going to play probably solo, or maybe we'll play again just as 2 characters that we weren't last
before.
time we played. I like this box a lot.
I like it a ton, and that is the interesting thing about Destinies is I assumed these would just be one-shots. Like I would play each scenario one time, done, nothing really else to explore, but I feel like there's so much left over that I didn't get to dive into. I mean, there's so many places I didn't explore. And these maps, like I said, they're more concise. So the maps are a little bit smaller, especially than the first expansion.
Yeah, the Sea of Sand.
That one? Sea of Sand. There you go. Like, there's smaller maps, but there's still stuff we didn't do, still stuff we didn't see. I mean, the big final end game scenario, I had like 8 different options of how I could have ended the game. And I had to pick 2 of them. So, I mean... Yeah, like there's still so much to explore.
I like that. So of the 3, so the first one I feel like is a little bit more straightforward comparatively. It's a little bit more like one of the base box scenarios. The second one takes place on a small island. It's not that big, but there are change-ups that happen throughout. Nothing mechanically difficult you need to manage, but it changes. And then the third one was just really engrossing.
Yeah.
I thought that one was... Do I say it's probably my favorite Destiny scenario? I dare say.
It might be. It might be. It definitely was. It had some really cool, unique elements. It had some very dark elements, too, which surprised me.
Yeah, it is a little bit...
It was more dark than the first... I don't know, the first... I feel like the first box got relatively dark.
Yeah.
The second box was not very dark at all, and then this one definitely dived a little bit more than I expected.
It feels a little bit more like in a video game where you get to make choices, right? Like, in Fable video games where like you can say, oh, do I want to kind of go down like a more evil track or more like a more righteous track? And Seven Destinies always had that, but I feel like this one kind of just pushes that a little bit further. I liked it a ton. An absolute ton. So I don't know if there's much more to say than that without accidentally spoiling stuff and whatever, but I recommend it a lot.
I liked it. It was definitely my favorite. So for me, I'm going to give it a 9 because this is wonderful. I mean, it was best game of the year last year, and I played these scenarios this year, and it just increased my love and desire to play more Destinies. So I am very, very happy to have this expansion.
I'm giving this one a 9.5. The exact same reasoning, right? I gave the base game a 9, and this is just more scenarios and stuff, and yet I found that these scenarios were a little bit more enticing, so I really recommend it. I think that this is an exclusive one that if you either Kickstarted it or you can order it from the Lucky Duck Games website. I don't know if you can if this one will have like a general retail availability, but if you like the game that much, I would look into it because...
Oh, also,
I'm excited.
Last point that I forgot to say is that you don't have to... You have to own the base game, but you don't have to have played the base game first to play this expansion.
That's fair, and you don't need the Sea of Sand expansion. There's no
crossover with
there.
that. You just need the base game cards and stuff to play this one, and some of the miniatures.
Yeah, so if you have the base game and you're looking for an expansion, I really do recommend this one first. I think the Sea of Sand one was good, but there were some more frustrating moments with that one. This one doesn't have any of it. So no reservations giving this. This is a 9.5. This is amazing. Done, easy, simple. Anyways, I'm Wendy Yi. Thanks for coming out and seeing us at the Dice Tower. I'm Chris Yi. Have yourselves a great day.